Today, we're going to be taking a look at the newest release by Dassari, the Sailcloth Strap on Deployant Clasp. In a previous video, when we were looking at Dassari straps, we compared the Dassari Sailcloth against the Artem Sailcloth Strap. And I'm very happy to say that I had the opportunity to talk to the team at Dassari to come out with a value-based Sailcloth strap on Deployant Clasp that can take on the big guys. Let's take a look at this strap. Let's start out by talking a little bit about the basic specifications of this strap. The model we're looking at is the Dassari KD5, which is a high-grade woven nylon strap with a water-resistant leather backing. The strap itself features quick-release spring bars and a deploying clasp. It's available in all different lug widths, lots of different colors, lots of stitching color options, and clasp color options as well. The strap was just released and sells for $59.99 USD, but if you go to StrapsCo, they always have a buy two get one free deal going on, so you can save some money and get a few straps. When you first get your hands on this strap, you can immediately tell that it's a well-made strap and it's really good value. One of the first things that you'll see is that the strap is actually padded, which itself is a good sign of a well-made strap. It helps with the longevity of the strap, a little bit of thickness as well where it connects with the head of the watch. Just makes it look and feel a little bit more premium and helps with the overall resiliency of the strap over time. Now let's take a look at how the strap integrates with the deploying clasp. The strap uses this pin and a keeper system to be able to hold your strap in place nice and firmly so that you're not going to have it fall off your wrist. You can see here that it's very well made. It's not moving around, it's not going to go anywhere, and overall it holds it really nice and tight so that you can always rely on this strap. It's not going to fall off. On the other end, the strap is integrated into the bracelet just by using a standard pin. Now you'll see here that the end is squared off, there's no notch in the middle of it. This strap is definitely intended and made purely for a deploying clasp, and it looks really clean, very well integrated. Now, when you're taking a look at the actual mechanism of the clasp itself, you can see here that it folds over. It has a really nice click to it. The strap is very secure. If you're trying to pull it out, it's not gonna go anywhere. It's gonna hold your strap properly, and it uses a push button deployant system, and you have to push both sides of it down so it's not gonna come out accidentally by itself. Now let's take a look at how you install this onto your watch. It's extremely easy because it's got the quick release spring bars, and you'll have this on your watch within like 30 seconds. So what you want to do is first line up one of the holes and then pull the spring bar lever down. Just like that, it'll click into place. So you have that side now properly attached. And here it is on my Carl F. Bucherer once again. And you can see how great this strap looks. Now we're going to turn it over and do the exact same thing on the other side, where we just want to get that pin into the little hole there. And there we are. You push down on the little lever, it's nice and tight, and there it is. Within 30 seconds, with me talking, the strap is attached to your watch. Now, one thing I notice with sailcloth straps is they're usually pretty firm when they come out of the box, so I like to kind of play around with them a little bit, especially here at the top part of the strap, just to make it kind of a little bit softer, so that way when you do put it on, it kind of sits around your wrist a lot better. And another thing that you can do is if you have a watch box that has a little bit of a cushion like this, you can just kind of leave it on there so that it starts to take the shape of your wrist and is comfortable when you put it on. Let's take a quick look at how the strap actually sits on your wrist. So you'll see that this part here goes underneath the deploying clasp, and that's essentially what you're going to size your strap to. Your wrist is going to sit in between here, and this gives you a little bit of a gap when you have it on your wrist, allowing it to kind of expand a little bit, gives you a little bit of a cushion, for lack of better words, so that way it's always comfortable. I personally like my watches to be a little snug on my wrist, and having the strap go underneath the clasp is great because it allows it to expand and contract as needed without being uncomfortable or leaving marks on your wrist itself. So let's take a look at this strap on my wrist. So I have a 6.75 inch wrist, and you'll see here that the strap fits very, very well. One thing you want to do is make sure that, you know, you're playing around with the strap, getting it nice and curved, you know, taking a little bit of time to break the fibers a little bit so that it curves and fits your wrist really well. And that's when you're going to get like the best fitment of this strap. And you'll see here that this particular strap fits my Karl F. Bucher perfectly. The white stitching on it is fantastic. The way that the clasp sits on my wrist is great. It's not moving around a lot. You know, it's nice and snug. The push button deployant is very easy to use, and you know, putting it back on is so easy. It's not going to go anywhere. I absolutely love how this strap looks. Super comfortable, and I'm going to be keeping it on my Karl F. Bucher. I think it fits the watch perfect. The white stitching on it matches the chrono dials perfectly, and I think it's a perfect complement for this watch.